Good morning, everyone. Lisa Gustafson with Cool FM Live. And today we are over at Sun and Spokes. I am with Cody, the owner here. Hey, Cody.
Hey there.
And we are going to talk everything e-bikes. We had so many people that reach out every time we do these videos with you and ask questions about e-bikes. So what we're going to do is break it down today, right?
Yep.
Here's what I know about e-bikes. 3 different classes. Is that right?
There is 3 different classes.
Okay.
Yes.
Talk to me about the different classes and let's get you started with that and I'll let you take it away.
Yeah, absolutely. There are 3 classes of e-bikes, class 1, class 2, and class 3. To keep it simple, kind of the biggest things is how much assist they give you and when that assist cuts off.
Right, the pedal assist.
Pedal assist
versus...
and the throttle as well.
Okay.
So starting at class 1, most of those bikes are going to cut off at about 20 miles an hour with the assist. And then class 2 and class 3, pedal assist is going to cut off around 20 to 25 miles an hour with the pedal or the throttle. But really all those can be ridden just about anywhere you want. They just have those classes, different power ranges before it's classified as like an electric motorcycle.
Why do regulations break those into different classifications?
I think so you can quickly gauge like how much power a bike has, but the biggest thing would be like anything after a class 3 is technically classified as an electric motorcycle. And then you actually need registration and a motorcycle license, and you can't be riding them on the multi-use paths and that kind of thing.
Got it. All right. So talk to me about some of these that you have here. What would be considered a class 1?
Pretty much everything we have here is going to be class 1 and class 2.
Okay.
On the floor right now, I don't have anything that's class 3.
Okay.
But yeah, most of our stuff's going to be class 1 and class 2.
What's most popular? What are you finding that people are coming in, and what's most important to the people that are really into the e-bikes?
Yeah. A lot of times it's going to be range, and then it really depends on the discipline of riding that they're going to be doing. Something like this, you know, someone would be more into one of these types of bikes if they're going to be riding to work, riding to school. They're mainly on the pavement. They're worried about just efficiency and staying on the pavement.
Right.
Someone's going to be more interested in a bike like this if they're like, hey, I'm going to be riding on pavement or dirt. I could be on some rougher roads at times. This bike has wider tires, front suspension, so it's going to be a much smoother ride than something that's really rigid like this bike here.
So how many miles can one of these classes go?
Yeah, most of our e-bikes the range is usually between like 60 and 75 miles.
Okay.
Which is going to get most people further than what they would typically ride in one ride.
Sure.
The range can vary depending on what mode they have the bike in and then how flat or hilly the ride is. But when you're done with it, they all just plug into the wall and they can sit and charge until the next time you ride them, and you got all your range.
You're good to go again. Yeah. Okay, very cool. So talk to me about some of people can come in here, and obviously you have all different types of bikes, but anyone can come in. Is this something that they can try out and test ride? Is it the same here?
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, the first thing we kind of do is, just like if they're coming in to buy a regular bike, we try to dial in what discipline of riding they're going to be doing so we can point them in the right direction. And then once we narrow that down, we'll pick out a couple recommendations that fit their need, and we'll send them out back and ride around the parking lot. And
do you want me to hold the camera and you can go?
Define what is an e-bike for those who may not know. And why are they the craze?
Right.
Yeah.
That's great. I jumped right on in, but go ahead. Yeah. What is an e-bike? Tell us how it works.
Yeah. An e-bike is a bicycle that has an electric motor that helps the rider propel the bike forward. So typically the motor is going to help assist them while they're pedaling. Some of them won't have throttles where you can just stop pedaling and go.
Okay, so that would be...
The motor here in the back is going to help the rider while they're pedaling, and it's just going to make pedaling very, very easy.
Okay.
So climbing hills becomes easy, that kind of thing. And some bikes like this one, once you get it going, it does actually have a throttle, so you can stop pedaling altogether, and you can just go with the throttle.
So once I stop pedaling and I use the throttle, how far does that range vary or differ from when I have to pedal again?
Yeah, strictly using the throttle will definitely decrease the range a bit.
Okay.
You're still going to be generally in that range that I gave you before.
Sure.
But if you're riding throttle only on kind of rolly terrain, you know, you might get maybe 10 to 20 miles less than you would with just the pedal assist for sure. Yeah.
So pedal, throttle, you've got all kinds of options here. You've got all kinds of bikes here. I mean, look at the size too. I don't know if you could, if people are able to make that out, but different tire types, like you said, for different tracks. What are they using it for? Where are you taking these out to? But if you come down to Sun and Spokes, listen, every time we're in here, there's always people chatting with you, with Megan, with all of your employees. And you know what you do? You guys are great at getting to know the people, what they are biking, what they're looking for, right? Is it something more in the mountain bike range? Is it something more of the ride in the neighborhood with your kids range? Or is it an e-bike, which, you know, people like Todd and I had to ask, right? So what are they and why are they so wildly popular? What do you think people love the most about the e-bikes?
I think the e-bikes just allow people to get out there and ride further and get more places that they might not otherwise do if they were on a regular bike, just because of the assist. And if someone's either just getting into cycling, or maybe they're older and it's hard for them to go ride with their grandkids or whatever, because it's just physically demanding. But this allows them to kind of get out there with a lot less effort.
That brings up such a great point for people that, you know, may not be able to get out there and do all of that. I didn't even think of that. I mean, for sure, all the grandparents or people that, you know, have restrictions, get down here and try out an e-bike, and maybe that's the best way for you to go. But on top of that, you guys have so many other, the shoes have taken off like crazy, the running shoes as well. So
the walking shoes.
The walking shoes. If you guys remember from our last video, we had to get Todd some new ones, and we were going to do a demo, and he's doing great. And he said, hands down, are they not the most comfortable shoes that you've ever worn?
Absolutely. I definitely recommend these shoes, as I was telling you before we went on the air.
Yeah.
Folks, you got to come down. They already got a little dirty here, as you can see. But I just love these shoes. They are so comfortable.
What was the brand that you picked up? Was it the Hoka?
He got the Ultras.
These are the Ultras, okay. But you also have the Hoka too, I guess.
Yeah, those are the Ultra Lone Peaks, but we also are
he loves them.
As well. Yeah, and then I guess one last point on the e-bikes to cover. So these are mainly going to be like your city commuter e-bikes, but with our popular brands like Giant, Pivot, Kona, and Salsa, we also have we also can get a variety of like electric mountain bikes. So anything from
any special orders,
full suspension mountain bikes that are fully trail capable, anything from that to like I'm just riding around town, to a bike like this that folds in half. So you can literally put it in your RV. You can ride to work and fold it in half and store it.
Okay, I was curious about the difference between these, because some of these look pretty comfortable, right?
Yeah.
How much do these weigh? Do they all vary as well?
That's another good point. One of our main brands, Urtopia, all of these e-bikes are carbon fiber.
Okay.
And they're like 30% lighter than most e-bikes like these over here. So these e-bikes over here have more power. They're aluminum frames, but these guys weigh close to 60 pounds, where
big difference.
These bikes are under 40 pounds.
Yeah.
So they're lighter. They have slightly smaller motors, but because of the weight difference, it literally feels exactly the same. But
big difference.
The nice part is, like, when you're loading up these bikes, if you're going to transport them, these are very easy to get in and out of bike racks.
People with RVs too would probably love the fold up one, right? I mean, bike racks, but all of these obviously fit on the bike racks and can be taken
you can
with
rack
you anywhere.
any of them. These
Very cool.
Yep.
See, we learn something new every time we come in here. You guys get down to Sun and Spokes. They are located here on Fry Boulevard and Highway 92, right behind Taco Bell, right behind Schlotsky's and the Ace Hardware parking lot.
Yep.
But all of them, Cody, Megan, every single one of their employees is always helpful. And I'm telling you, if you have a question about biking, running, hiking, any of it, get down here. And don't forget, talk to them. I saw that somebody was new in town and wanted to join a biking or running.
The Run Club.
And I saw that you had commented on that. So I love that. If you have any questions, guys, reach out to them because they do that weekly as well. Very important to get out there and have all the fun and enjoy the reason we live here in southeastern Arizona, right?
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you
Thanks
guys.
so much, Cody, for
Yeah.
talking to us about the e-bikes. And
Thank you
I'm
guys.
sure if there's any questions, everybody can get down here to Sun and Spokes and come in and chat to you about those
Yeah,
bikes.
stop by and give one a ride for sure.
Excellent. Thanks, everyone.